It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good morning. Welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News on this 17th day of March 2023. It's a Friday, coming to you from the Zaandam, our last day at sea. And as you can tell from the way I'm dressed, boy, did it get cold during the night. The temperature had to drop about 30 degrees, it seems like. It's actually colder outside than in the air conditioning. So, brr. All right, we do have a couple news stories today that we'll get to eventually. Carnival reaches 100 million. Seabourn sells the Odyssey. Jacksonville adds facial biometrics. And a search is suspended off of Gisborne, New Zealand. That and much more here live at 11 o'clock. Today, of course, is St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day to all you folks that are celebrating. If you're listening via the podcast, you're always welcome. You can access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or anywhere where you get your podcast from. All the big hitters, just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the Fat Travel Guy. If you're listening via the podcast and I want to jump over to see what we're doing in the way of our video feed, there's a link in the description so you can get to the video feed. All right, a couple things to cover this morning. Of course, this is Friday. There won't be a show tomorrow or Sunday, as that is the crazy, confusing travel days for me. I go from the ship in the morning to San Diego Airport and wait around about 12 hours, and then fly to the red eye to Fort Lauderdale. I'm in Fort Lauderdale 12 hours, get on another plane, fly to Baltimore to get my car. Then I'm going to stay in Baltimore Sunday night. I will do a show Monday. It may be early. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, we'll do a show. I'll do a show on Monday and then drive home. So we'll take care of that when we get to it. Now, so have any of you guys ever been to Catchcan? That's Catchcan, Alaska. That's where I went to the Lumberjack show last year, which was just a phenomenal show. If you'd like to witness Catchcan, join us on the Cruising Alaska with the Cruise Amigos, our group solo and double occupancy trip on August the 30th on the Emerald Princess. You can check it out on our Facebook page, and there'll be a link to take you right over to the search engine with all the information about trips and tours and transfers and all those kind of things. Pricing starts at $628 for a solo cabin. That's not bad, folks. Now you got to add the taxes and port charges to that. But, and, it goes up from there, but still, that's a pretty good price. All right. I've mentioned a couple times before that our friend Elizabeth is back home from Australia. And yesterday she made it to No Name Bar to get in the sun again since she's lost her tan. So Elizabeth sent this to us.
It is fun times at the No Name Bar. There's Alma and the gang. It's some it's some buddy's birthday today, one of the employees. All the crew are gone, and take a look. It's just the No Name crew having fun. There they are. Happy birthday, whoever, and this is why we love the No Name Bar.
Now, those of you that don't remember or are new to this channel, they threw a party for me last year at the No Name Bar. It's a crew bar. Basically, with the crew, when they get off the ship, take a break, they can go in there. And it's a place that they can take a swim, have a drink, eat some lunch, whatever, right across the street from the big shopping center that all the crew goes to. So Elizabeth was out laying in the sun yesterday when all of a sudden, guess who shows up at the No Name Bar? Captain Kate was in town. That's Captain Kate and her civvies with Elizabeth at No Name. Of course, Captain Kate enjoyed a little lunch. There's actually one of the items on the menu that's named after her. But she stopped in for a visit. Of course, she can't drink out in public like that, so she didn't have any adult beverages. But so Captain Kate visited the No Name Bar yesterday. Buddy Rochelle is in Malaga, Spain. She's on. This is about her 5th trip to Europe this year, I think. Katie and Angela, they went to, Wonderlust, or I think it's Wonderland. And that's, and of course, another outfit from Angela. And you order with this little wand kind of thing on a tablet. And there may have been some adult beverages involved there between Angela and Katie. But anyway, they're having a good cruise, as always. All right, I'll be back with today's news after this.
Do you have a bad back, bad hips, bad knees, or any other mobility issues? Think about Scootaround. For scooters, walkers, wheelchairs, even oxygen needs, delivered right to your cabin. Scootaround for all your mobility needs on your upcoming cruise.
And of course, they're the reason I can do what I do today, folks. I couldn't do it without Scootaround. So, all right, we'll be back with the news after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. Top story this morning comes from Carnival. Carnival Cruise Line has achieved a significant milestone, becoming the first cruise line to embark 100 million guests since its first sailing in 1972. The announcement was made by Carnival President Christine Duffy, who boarded the Carnival Sunrise at Port Miami, where the cruise line was founded. She thanked the guests for choosing Carnival and making it the world's most popular cruise line. Debbie and David Clifford, who were vacationing from Ohio with their family, was the person that put Carnival over the top on the milestone. Our next story this morning deals with another branch of Carnival. This is the Seabourn Odyssey. Luxury line Seabourn, a Carnival Corporation brand, announced it sold one of its older ships, Seabourn Odyssey, to a Japanese transport company. The line, which in recent years has expanded into the expedition cruise market, will continue to operate the ship until mid-2024. U.S. Customs and Border Protection and Carnival Cruise Line have announced that the port of Jacksonville in Florida is the newest cruise port to update its debarkation process with the launch of facial biometric comparison technology for closed-loop cruises. Upon debarkation, passengers pause for a photo that's then compared to the existing passport or visa photo in the department's Homeland Security database. The enhanced facial biometrics process verifies the traveler's identity within 2 seconds, folks. That's all it takes. After a confirmed match, guests can collect their bags, proceed through inspections, and exit the terminal. And finally, this morning, folks, it's a little bit of a strange, not sure if it's a sad story or a mistaken story, but a passenger on board Ovation of the Seas thought they saw a body in the water. A search by a couple of rescue helicopters off the coast of Gisborne, New Zealand, where the passenger reportedly saw a body in the water, was called off after the aircraft ran low on fuel. According to a spokesman for Maritime New Zealand, a passenger on board Ovation had reported seeing what they thought was a body in the water 25 nautical miles off of Gisborne's coast. As a result, search and rescue helicopters were scanning the area. A spokesman said that the search was called off after they had searched for about 2 hours. They did that just because one passenger thought they might have seen a body in the water. All right, that's it for the news today. There wasn't a whole lot out there, as you can tell. So let's go see who's in the chat room fussing at me. Mike's with us. Good morning, Mike. MC's with us. Greetings from parts unknown. Cindy's here. Hi, Cindy. Carol's with us. Hi, Carol. Now, looky there. There's Elizabeth on location, joining the crowd again. Buenos dias from sunny Cozumel. I wish I was in Cozumel right now. Man, I'm freezing. Just absolutely freezing. Nikki's with us. Cindy says, hey, Elizabeth, I'll be in Cozumel on April 27th, Thursday. Any chance of meeting at Pancho's? I will be on Carnival Horizon. Love the video from No Name. I love No Name. Kenneth's with us. Hi, Kenneth. Says good morning, everybody. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. I realize this is kind of a short show. Again, I'm going to go back to my cabin where I've got the heat turned up and try to warm up some. I sure can't do it going outside. It's a little nippy here this morning, I'll tell you. Chillie, it seems like you've been on a cruise forever. I'm jealous. Now, this was a long one for me. It was 14 days. I'm not used to doing 14-day cruises, but I've got almost all my cruises this year are longer than last year. So, at least the ones that are booked so far. Hot Air Tom's with us is how I was watching on the TV with no chat feature. Oh, okay. So, all right, that's going to wrap me up, guys. Again, this is going to be a nutty couple days. We still haven't got a specific target time for where I'm supposed to get my phone back sometime tomorrow. Sometime Sunday. So I'm just going to suggest, here's a time and see if that'll work, and hope that it does. So anyway, we'll see. All right, guys, I want everybody to have a terrific weekend. Elizabeth says I will be out taking photos today. Miss you all. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. We certainly will appreciate that. My new cruise buddy, So Tweety, asked if Chillie lives on cruise ship like Mario. I wish. I will be on the Joy visiting Cozumel early December. I think he says stay warm. I'm gonna try to. I do have I've got a jacket I can put on top of this sweatshirt, which I almost went back and got it this morning. So anyway, we'll see. All right, guys. Y'all have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back to a little closer to normal next week for at least a couple weeks before I go again. So that's going to wrap it up for this week, guys. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. Hopefully, we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a fantastic weekend. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.